Hello everybody, this is Gabish Games, and welcome back to Crossout Letsbuild with a icebox goblin build. Undercapping the guns for protection that they do not get shot off. And this is basically to test how they perform with the 10% damage buff versus the 15% damage buff that is proposed in the changes that are in the test server. So here's the Apollo, got the goblins underneath, as mentioned, and then we have these little armor pieces to make sure they are all properly connected. So these goblins are connected to the Apollo and to the goblins that are underneath. And then we got our wheels. These are non-steering, the rest are all steering. Nothing is fused. So we got a fuel tank and then a powerful radar detector up top, Chameleon Mark II, hot red, and some medium struts. And then we're gonna go for the armor layout. Actually, first we got the shiver coolers, and then the art module, and then we're gonna go to the armor layout. So we've got two large fenders right there, and to each side here we got ABC doors. And then where are we going to? Here we are. ABC side parts on both sides. This has to be because they are slightly asymmetrical here connected, so I cannot use like in one of these down children parts. We got a train paw connected to two large slopes, and then we got an upside down train paw above it. It's not the prettiest scene, but it will keep the front of the cabin pretty well protected. And then we got some large fenders, and we got some more large fenders here in the back that like curl around the part here, which does actually look really nice, I think. And these are the down parts I meant. Those cannot fit right here because they are too large. And then we got this back canvas roof, Torino bonus, devilries, and then some more ABC doors. And in the front we got two scorches and a rear door. And then we're gonna go over to some side skirt armor. So there are 6 pieces there. First, buggy trunk, ABC roof, buggy trunk, ABC roof, and then a devilry and an ABC rear. And now we hit the part limit, and I do know that this one is slightly like lower in terms of health compared to the ABC roof, but I do kind of like how it looks this way. So that's why I kept it like that. And I went with a paint job of Misty Marshes and Digital Desert for the ones that wonder what these paint combinations are. I personally quite like these paints, and I'm gonna go queue up while I keep on talking for a little bit until like, we get into a match. So, as mentioned, in the test server, there are some proposed changes to the cabins, and including that is a buff to the icebox's perk to 10% damage buff to 15% damage buff. And I am kind of wary about these changes because if they prove that the icebox becomes too strong or whatever, it might be considered pay to win-ish, and also a bit of a uh, bait to buy the icebox pack, the Frostburn that is, and that's because that one is getting pulled from the store. So they're like, okay, the cabin might get a buff. So since the changes are of course not final, they might get a buff. It's not like fully certain, but they might get a buff. And if you're not certain about it, you must buy it because otherwise you cannot buy it anymore because it's kind of got pulled from the store. It kind of feels bad. And also, since tacklers are still kind of popular, if they ever buff tacklers again, that might actually be a problem as well, because they then will no longer be available for purchase. Okay, those are some big hovers. Where are you going? Oh, I got him out of cloak. That's pretty nice. I cannot shoot green from this angle. So where is he going? I think I'm out of range here. And okay, we got a scorpion hover as well. I will keep shooting you guys. Okay, you actually got one of my guns. That's not too good. Welp. Okay, that guy is Flare. That's not good. Welp. He probably had some ammo or the fuel parts in the back. I mean, not ammo, but fuel or the generator actually. But I kind of went kaboom there. The damage buff, you don't really notice it too much. I also because I only managed to fit in 5 goblins, I kind of wanted to have 6, but I cannot have 2 rows because then they become too high, and then I would have to convert to legs, and legs would expose the underside, and all kind of things running in, like problems there you'll run into. Also, there's like a little bit of the gun elevation issue that you kind of have to hold the lock gun button in order to keep on firing. Still think it's weird that they like contact a random Russian clan to build those new AIs. I don't really like them that much. I mean, they're better than the old ones, but why didn't they just make like a build challenge for it? I don't know. I'm just gonna lock my guns right now since I basically fire forward and that's it. I do notice that they do quite a bit of damage, but I'm gonna pull out now because the guns should be about reloaded on this side. You fired. Let's help the melee unit shooting off those guns. Now it's your turn. Ooh, that's melee. Well, sir, I survived that. What are you gonna do now? Run away? I could still punch you pretty hard, man. Oh. He's dead. That's a tusk bolt, huh? Well, you won't be happy with my shotguns. Note that I do have like 3 coolers on here, so the guns are cooled down really fast. You might want to do like 1 radiator, 2 coolers. That might actually be a pretty good setup as well. He's not going to be doing anything against my guns. As long as he doesn't kill me outright and his bots get out of my way a little bit, should be able to take him out. There we go. So yeah, these are definitely still pretty strong builds. Like, the damage output is definitely high on these goblins still. And it's pretty easy to build around them on larger crafts. It's one of the few rares that are actually like at a decent competitive level at like high tier. So that makes it actually a pretty good weapon to invest in if you like shotguns and like heavy builds at the same time. And build like this, like I remember I saw the guy earlier like asking me, send me the blueprint, but I cannot send you the blueprint, and you have to build from the build tutorial, of course. If you guys want to have this thing. But it's more of a test of like the damage perk from the icebox. Because I actually don't really think it needs the 50% buff that much. It's just that the pack got bought so much because of how popular the tacklers were back in the day. That made the icebox be a really flooded item. There were quite a few of them around. And because it was just like okay, similar to the comeback, that made it so that you didn't really have to buy it if you didn't want to, and that made it overall not really a lot of demand, and overall at some point the price just dropped to like try and still get money out of it. Oh well. A bit more than I could chew there. And a cloak and a retreat. There are some tires over there, but it should be good here. That's a weird pass build. And ow, that hurt. Okay, I'm gonna be dead here pretty quickly with that guy behind me. Right. Okay, that worked. Need help, anyone? Anyone? Please? Never mind. Oh, wait, it's Gisu. I just realized it's Gisu. I know that guy. Well, I think I'm gonna keep it at that, guys, in terms of gameplay. So, yeah, do you guys think that we need the 50% damage buff instead of 10%? Comment down below on that, what you guys think on the damage output of this thing. And of course, do the YouTube stuff. I kind of have to do this nowadays. I don't really like to ask this, but please subscribe, click the bell notification, and be sure to tune in on my next video. And that's it. I will see you guys all later. Bye, guys.